Ohayou gozaimasu, konnichiwa, konbanwa, guten Morgen, guten Tag, guten Abend, guten Nacht, buenos dias, buenos noches, buenos tardes, bonjour, bonsoir, bienvenue, buongiorno, ahoy, akosamash, annyeong, haseyo, assalamu alaikum, shalom, karimaka, jidover, ora. What it do? Good morning. It's early morning streaming. It's early. It's morning. We're streaming. I had the hardest damn time getting the lid off this coffee for some reason. For some reason, like it just wasn't coming off. Hi, how are you? Hope you're having a good day. It's Friday. You know, I don't wanna bang something like that. I don't know why I sometimes revert to like conceptual radio morning DJ, but the brain's not fully. I'm still waking up. It's still not. You know, it's not here. It's not here yet. But you can watch like Thursday Night Phasmos and you know when it's later in the day, and also say it's still not quite there, but it's different. But hey, we're here. Probably the last Twitch live stream where we're playing a IBM personal compatible game like this for about a month. Next week we go on big vacation. We leave Tuesday, but Monday's not going to be. I don't know. I might squeeze in some. I don't know. I might, but I might not. So that's why this might be the last one. We'll see if I see you Monday or not. And I don't typically stream on the weekends, so yeah. Check. I mean, we'll bring it up here. I'm gonna bring it up multiple times. Odds are, as much as anything, check the YouTube channel. If I am going to be doing stuff, it's probably going to be pre-recorded stuff. Like, you know, it's not going to be live stream. It's going to be, I have to like record it, put it together, edit it, and then upload it. It's probably going to have to be something like that because I'm going to be like using cameras and shit, right? Like camera, and not like hooked up to an HDMI capture card that gets pumped into. No, it's just going to be like SD cards, pop that shit out, put it in a laptop, open up DaVinci Resolve, and edit shit. It's gonna be stuff like that. So yeah, if you miss me and you're watching this and wondering where that's where I'm gonna go. It's gonna be for next month. I don't know what exact day I would be back streaming would be. I'll put there's like a Twitch vacation calendar. If you made me guess. Gun to head. Wednesday, May 28th. Strong potential. 29th is even a stronger potential than that. So yeah, definitely wouldn't be the 22nd. So I mean, you'd be looking at something like that. So check out the YouTube if you care what I'm doing. You go to the Discord as well. Not a ton of activity on the Discord, but you know, but I will be posting stuff on there as well for those who care. But that's not an important right now. We have the time now. We have this moment now. Right now, this second, me and you together. Here we go. We're going to play Blueprints. We got about 2 hours. I might be able to squeeze 2.5 hours out of it. We'll see. You know, I'll see what I can finagle. I feel like I'm making progress in this game, but I also feel like there's a ton I don't know. Ideally, I would have like cracked this game, like taken it to some level of completion or finality, or like, hey, this is good. Like, you know, maybe I didn't 100% the game. Maybe I could have got a credit the roll and then come back afterwards and look at it again. I'm somehow doubting that's going to happen today, but I'm going to try. We did make it all the way to the 9th rank the last time we played. We touched the antechamber. We slipped the surly bounds of the 8th rank and what, right? Touch the face of God, right? Like, it's just, we got up on it, couldn't get in it. Within the game, we learned stuff like, oh, we gotta pull the lever in the greenhouse, and we got to play with all kind of new tools, the magnifying glass. Got to play with old tools, the metal detector. In fact, the metal detector should still be in the coat room right now. We're up to 4 stars in the observatory. Maybe we'll really ramp that up. I don't know how much that seems to benefit us. If I'm being truthful, I kind of missed those 2 trunks that they had to start. But we're gonna keep on soldiering here, right? Doing what we do. I have no idea. Again, this is with 0 research. playing this game. I don't look at other people playing it. I don't watch nothing. This is just me figuring out on my little isolated island here. I don't know if that's a good place for the Foundation. I don't know if that's a bad place for the Foundation. I don't know if that's always the place for the Foundation. It sure seems centralized to me. 3 ranks up, in the middle, left and right. Maybe the Foundation is always right there. I don't fucking know. But yeah, we'll do our best. So I've gotten into a habit of starting west because it seems like their doors are more likely to be liked, more likely to be locked to the west. So starting west, run it up against the wall, and then maybe get like some items, you know, is a good option. Puzzle piece. So we get some gems, we get some coins, or we get the library and get some additional floor plans. Let's do the library. Let's get some less common. We also, our book should be here, right? Our pumping manual. All right. The EPCW pumping luxury requirements today's indoor ground swimming pools. Is allowing you multiple pumps to control. Aquarium, fountain, or other good flow plumbing. All right, so this is, where did we see this? We saw this in the power. Hold on, who all took this out? So Jean Ribbon, Jean Ribbon, Paul Withers, and us. So this is, I think this not the, in the utility closet, right? Those are those buttons. Whether you're using a single tank or an array of pump community serves the EPCW, 1 button for each water source in the estate. The function is simple. Press a button to select a water source you'd like to adjust. For example, if you wish to drain or fill your pool, simply press the button labeled pool. Regardless of the number of pumps or sources being used, water can only be adjusted from one source. Wait. Regardless of the number of pumps or water sources. Let's do this as well. Being used. Water can only be adjusted from a source if a corresponding button is selected. After you have selected a source using the water control panel, next step is to set the pump associated with that source to pump either in or out. This will initiate water flow to or from your supply tanks. To the tank, to the selected source. A pump may be connected to more than one tank, allowing you to store or retrieve even more water. Recommended for... Use the water control panel to select the water source. Use the pump lever to set the water flow direction. And that's it. Alright, so let's... Alright. We got that one. I'm not going to sit here and try to memorize this. Alright. And you... Coupon book. Save 1 coin on each purchase you make inside the estate. Alright, I guess that's pretty good to get that early. Let's dice roll. What do we come up with? Secret Passage, Wine Cellar, the Archives. Secret Passage is not a dead end, so therefore we don't have a gem, though. I'll take the Archive. So this is what drives me nuts. So while drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. Is that... That's one thing I'm not clear of. Is that for the run or in the room? I'm afraid it's for the run. Because the last time we did this, it seemed like it was for the run. The run. Good morning, Jenner Bomb! That sucks. Okay, it is for the run. So I should only do this and come in here if I have my, magnifying glass, or it's really worth me coming in here. This, I'm telling you, this does not belong here. This goes over here. This goes here. Good morning, sir. This goes here. Can I push? This is in the wrong place. I'm telling you, this is in the wrong place. This goes over here. This is the back of a photo or back of an article, and it goes over here. It drives me nuts. There's nothing I can do about it. Good morning, Jen. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Alright, so we can't see our plans going forward, which is... Is there anything else we can get into in here? You may not... Yes. Well, I have... The Archivist. I feel like the Archivist is a... If that character does not exist in either the Matrix or the John Wick universes, it's certain... You have disturbed the Archivist. Like, oh shit, what's going on? Like, right? Like, it's got to be something like that. I feel like should be more stuff in here, but we've been freed. I'm good, thanks for asking. You know, I in my own head about vacation, trying to get everything ready. Like I have these horror visions of just kind of like being, when it comes to like vacation stuff, of just being there and being like, well, we got nothing. Oh shit, we got nothing to do. Fuck, we wasted 6 days because we didn't know what to, like, I get scared of that shit. I know it's ridiculous. It's an irrational fear, but it doesn't make me any less afraid of it, right? Like, it's the fact that I know it's irrational, that just makes it an irrational fear. It doesn't make it go away. So I'm trying not to, like, sit here and, like, obsess about what I'm going to do when I'm not here, right? I do occasionally. The dark room. I would like to get into the dark room with the magnifying glass so I can look at that one photo to see what's on that tree. I mean, there's stuff that I know, but I don't have the magnifying glass. The lights aren't in the dark room. It's pointless at this point in time. Corridor is good enough. Corridor is good enough for me. It's good enough for you. It's good enough. It's good enough for me. Oh, yeah. Hallway. Let's keep marching. Right? I know eventually the door is going to be locked and I don't have a key, but we'll deal with that when it happens. Parlor bends to the right, but we'll get a gem. We'll take it. At least twice. So we have other sumo-like events. We're going to actually go see the sumo itself twice. We have the Nakamura Bay tour, which is guaranteed. I bought tickets for it. We are Koenkai members, but I also bought a ticket. So, like, I kind of double dipped. It's something they usually just offer to supporter club, but, oh, we also will sell you this privilege, and I went in both. I'm like, we are both members of the supporters club, which you usually do this for anyways. Plus, I've bought a ticket. Like, I got both. So we're guaranteed to get in there because that's how it works. In Nishonoseki, I have an invite, but we'd have to get out there early, and then we gotta wait, and that's a dice roll. Do we get to see their training stuff? I don't know. But yeah, we'll have to figure it all out. All right. What our boxes look like? The other 2 boxes are true. The other 2 boxes are blue. The other 2 boxes are empty. So one has to be true, one has to be a lie. This is the one that's distinctly a lie. The other 2 boxes are blue. So that's not true. We don't know enough about this one yet. No, we do. We know this one is a lie. Because this is a lie, so this is a lie, so this is true. The other 2 boxes are empty. Black box. Zabadabadubo. 2 gems. Okay. Any chance there's a coin kicking around as well? Nope. Alright, this direction. Fuck. I knew that was gonna happen. Alright. Do I conserve the hallway, which very well might wind up blocking an entrance to the foundation? I'm gonna go all the way back. We're gonna go to the archive. We're gonna try to run up this file. If we're calling these ranks, I'm gonna use the term file. I'm gonna try to run up the 6th file. Back to the archive, try to run up the 6th file. Try to fill that up with value. I'm starting to think of this as a game. And what do I mean by that? The furnace. You're more likely to draw red rooms when drafting. Launder currency. Launder currency? I don't think I've ever had the laundry room. But this is a dead end. These are both dead ends. I'm sure there's a valid reason for the red rooms. I just don't know what it is right now, so we'll get the laundry room. Launder currency. What does that even mean? But what I mean, I'm starting to think of this more as a game, is I'm becoming less about like, oh, the environment and the story and this, and actually starting to gamify it, like commodify what are these, what's the value of a square? What does it mean to sacrifice a connecting door versus the value you get? And it's starting to come around to where I think I can start to like consider and make like, what's a good room in this circumstance. When I started doing that, I feel like I've increased my my ability to, what do you want me to do here? Oh, this is increase my ability to progress. Swap gems for coins, keys. Oh, this is hyper useful. And the fact that it costs coins is okay. So one of the last things we did last run was we upgraded the closet. So which one? Storage? Whatever. It will have 1 key, 1 gem, and 10 coins. So we'll be able to use... Got it. Alright, well that's useful. We're just waiting the foyer and the Great Hall. I've gotten the... Well, maybe I don't have the Great Hall. We'll see. Alright, do we open the door for the archives here now? And again, possibly... Well, this is 1 square. I can only access the square from one side anyway, so it doesn't matter. So we'll open this and then probably not go a whole lot further. Passageway is dope. Commissary is pretty good. Can't do the passageway, so commissary it is. And then we're not gonna open this door yet. We're gonna go back to the entrance hall and we're gonna try to go up the side. I want to get as far out here as I can before I start pushing up, because sometimes you get redirected. What are we selling today, by the way? 3 coins for a gem. I like the magnifying glass. The shovel, semi-useful. Okay. So hopefully we'll find our 10 coins, and then we can get the magnifying glass, and then we can... Maybe there's something in the archive I can look for. So let's try to spread this out. Let's try to get a doorway. Right in a doorway. Get a couple doorways here. Closet den. Fuck. Can't. The den would be ideal. But then. But I would like to get something out of the closet. So hopefully we'll get like the closet again here. We got that chest there, but there's nothing I can do about it. Observatory costs a gem and it turns the corner. That's fine. So because that's 2 openings, so 2 draws. And then what does the 5th star do? Well, rooms with 4 doors are more common today. So we can activate that. A pretty good time, an okay time to get this. I feel like we've been averaging about 24 rooms, if memory serves. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're a third of the way through. We still have one good opening, but we need a key. We don't know whether this one is valid yet. We still have this one. We have this one. We have this one. So we got some openings. Let's hope we can exploit them, right? Should be unlocked. It should not be a problem. I'd love to get security right now. Breaker box ends. But we do get a chance to fuck with our pump controls, right? We have our instructions for the pumps. I don't know that we'll know what it means. I don't know if there's any use for it, but we could play with the pumps right now. We've used the buttons a little. Regardless of number of pumps, yeah. It doesn't tell me how like the colors on them work. The purple, the blue, the red. Is this 4 here, or is this the one that's in the... No, this is what's in the breaker box, right? That's what's in the breaker box. We'll go with the archive floor plan. We'll roll the dice. Nook turns in on itself, but we got a key. Alright, so brief decision time. Key will open the door here. We also have inside of the den a chest that we can open. Opening this up to the west side, right? The west side is more likely to be locked, so we'll save that for our last resort, I guess. We'll hold on to the key for the moment. We'll open this door here and hope for the best. Passageway would have been great. Guest bedroom would have been good. 33, we don't need it. So we'll take the archive floor plan. We'll take blind draw, Great Hall. 7 keys we need. I'm not going to use the key right now, obviously. It's interesting that this isn't open to the den. Like, if I just go into the den and open it, will that not connect that for us? Like, that will save us 3 keys. Right? Oh. Right, because there's this little antechamber here. Okay. Open the chest. Because now we're getting into nut cutting time. Great Hall is going to need at least 3 keys to get through it. Well, on average, we'll require 1.5 keys to get through it. Commissary, we didn't even... Did I even check that door yet? Because it leads to the hallway. Now we want the foyer. I'll do my best to look for the foyer. There could easily be 2 keys in here. There could be gems. There could be coins. Commissary... Alright, so we'll use it because there could be coins, there could be gems, there could be anything. We'll use it. Come on, keys. 12 coins is nice. That will get us our magnifying glass. I think I'm okay with that trade. Footsteps are going to be an issue here. I'm going to have to figure out how to increase our durability. But for now... What can we get here? Get me the magnifying glass. Get me the shovel. Get them at a discount. A gem for 2 coins feels like a deal right now. And then that'll be it. So we got a gem. We got some coins. Do we need a key to open this? Nope. Cloister requires... That seems great. But where the hell am I going to get 3 gems at? And I can't back out. Cloister would have been awesome. Lose half your steps in the weight room. We can get a key from the laundry room, though, right? I think we have enough to convert coins to keys. So if the archived is... Please don't end us. Yeah, that end us. Bedroom. Bedroom is good. Free steps. You guys hiding anything in here? Because I know sometimes we... Use my magnifying glass. Look at her necklace. Alright. What else did we... Archives. We should go to the archives with our magnifying glass. If we can get to the foundation, we can use the shovel. So, let's just be open. Okay, passageway, closet. We'll take the 2 items. We'll take it, because I think we need it. Archived. Archived might save us from having to use the Great Hall. Guest bedroom. Alright. Well, bonus steps. We needed the steps. Free gem. So now we have to come up with a key. We have to come up with a key for these 2 doors. Alright. Let's go check out the archive with our magnifying glass. And it resolves... It resolves the Great Hall. Like, we don't have to worry about the Great Hall now. Can a magnifying glass help me with this? Swan Song! The password is Swan Song. Sweet! Alright, so the password's Swan Song. What the hell am I going to do with that? Alright. Alright, anything we can analyze here? What you giving to me? What up, deflections and violently it changes. Alright. Swan Song. Yep. Oh, I mean, I won't forget Swan Song. You know? I think that they did that whole Swimbird thing on purpose to fuck with me. For the record. Like, you know, come on. Swimbird, Swan Song. Alright, hold on. I'm firing open the notepad. It's opening. Why is it opening slow? Edit with Notepad++. Let's go. Alright. And thank you for reminding me to bring my checklist up. Alright. The password is Swan Song. Mondi, I think you're too young to know what that is, and Jin, I believe you're too European to know what the password is. Was it all one word, or was there a space? There might have been a space there. I don't know. It doesn't. You know, I'll know the chart. Try them both. There was a TV game show called Password. Will that fit in here? Is that not going to fit here? I don't know if it's not fitting. Here's the thing. It's written down. You might not believe it. It's in checklist.html. I'll try to reorganize this. Is this going to make a difference? There. For some reason that helped. Okay. The password is... But it was a game show, and it would be like you had to trick your partner into saying a thing. And they would, like, tell the studio, the password is, you know, adulthood. Or whatever it is. And then you'd have, like, a celebrity would be like a person they're trying to explain to them. Oh, it's a thing that happens when you're married, and you're married to your wife, and then you know, like... So, yeah. Alright. I don't think there's going to be anything on this stuff. But we'll check all of the pages because we're diligent. I'm telling you, this goes over here, and it is maddening me to such an extent. That's where I get frustrated. Swan. She's a swan necklace. Mary Jones is an illustrator who's fanciful. Okay, yeah, okay. Last scene. She has a swan necklace. Hard not to notice that. Priceless jewels stolen. Alright. I don't know that I learned anything there, but I did the thing. I did that thing. Nothing to check in the corridor, parlor, hallway we have to go to anyways. Is there anything to check in the library with our magnifying glass that we didn't do last time? I don't think there is. I doubt there's going to be anything in this book that we're going to have to overanalyze, right? Okay, yeah. All right. Good information. Swan Song. We got, I mean, no matter what happens, we got the observatory, we got Swan Song. I'm kind of happy with that. I think we can get a key if we need to out of the laundry room. I don't remember if this hallway, did we try that hallway to the left and it was already locked? We did. Okay, so we got to come up with a key somehow. Any hidden data? Nope. So I'd just as soon sacrifice coins versus the gems, I think, because I think it's going to be easier for us to... Well, we need coins and the gems. So, to get a key... All of your keys... We'll exchange all of your keys with all of your gems at a 1-for-1 rate. Alright, so we'll get 2 keys, and we need 2 keys for 5 coins. We did it, gamers. All Priority will be to get in that foundation. Please bang a right here. Because the shovel we can use in the foundation. There's 2 dirt piles. So, please bang a right, please bang a right, please bang a right. We're going to hook a Ralph. Cloister we can't do. Weight room. We're not going to go in there yet. Oh, shit, it's going to cost us. It doesn't matter if we go in. Fuck. All right, we're committed. I thought it was going to cost us only if we went in. All right, please get some food or something. A key, great. Thank you. How about food or something? Turnip, great. All right, you know, hey, we exchanged 5 steps for getting in here. 5 steps to progress in a key. It's all right. The freezer freezes your accounts. Will not reset the metal detector. We can get to that, but I don't know how much more time we have on this map if the metal detector is going to be worth carrying. I can check. But I can check the coupon book or the shovel. Your money and your... Wait, but they're both 0. Alright, enjoy yourself. So we'll go ahead and we'll take... Alright, because the weight room... Is it every time we go through it we lose half? That part is unclear. We'll leave the metal detector for the moment. Is it every time we go through here we lose half? We just lose 1 coming in here. Okay, so standard horseshit. Against the cloister. Closet. Key and a dice. Alright, well, the dice will be useful. A lot of keys. Alright, so just bringing the weight room into existence is what drains half our life, not walking through it. I guess it's not as bad. Good. Boudoir storeroom will get us 10 coins, but nothing else. We'll reroll. Billiard room, exactly the direction we needed. Okay. We do need some health here, though. All right. 6. 20. What is it? 20 minus 10 is 10. Purple is minus. Nope. 6. 20 divided by 10. Purple is divided. 20 divided by 10 is 2. Wait, 2 numbers. 13. I've never seen it before where it's been like this. I guess that would be add 13 and 2 is 15 divided by 3 is 5. Okay, so that's the answer. Ooh, shit. All right, so 12. Our order of operations. 12 minus 11. Define. 12 minus 11 is 1. Times 2, 4. Times 7 is 7. Where are my notes? Did I save that or did I throw that away? I probably threw it away. I saved the periodic table. I saved our periodic table note. I do have the notes for the periodic table. That's a separate note. All right. Let's reconfigure ourselves. Okay, so let's get our shit here. So I know the order of operations. So blue is add, right? I've already got lost, so we'll just pick a number here. Reset it. Blue is add. Purple is divide. All right, because this is 2. 13, 5. Which yellow is what? Yellow is subtract. And then pink is multiply, right? So that's what's throwing me off here. So 12. The next thing we want to do is subtract 11 is 1. So after that, we want to multiply by 5, 10. No, 6. Wait. So do we multiply these against each other? I don't think we've had it where there's been... So is that 8? That might make sense. So we have to do it as a ring. So, okay, so 12 minus 11 is 1. Times 1 times 4 times 2 is 8. Divided by 4 is 2. Is that right? Okay. Got it. Silver key. But we're gonna run out of steam here, so is storing the magnifying glass worth it? Because I gotta make that decision here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 steps, and that'll be basically it. We'll keep. It's not worth losing steps. Use a special key. Use the silver key now. Breaker box would have been good. Archived. All right. They're all red. Mother son of a bitch. All right, we have no coins to lose, so at least we got that going for us. All right. Spare room, storeroom. Welcome back. We're gonna run out of gas. We have some decent items. All right, coupon book, magnifying glass, shovel. The dark room came up, but the power's not on, so it wasn't worth generating that just to get it. Spare room. I guess we'll go. The storeroom is nice, but right this second, a key, a gem, and coins aren't going to do me a ton. So spare room. We're gonna run out of steps here, anyways. East Wing Hall breaker. Maybe we'll draw the dark room one more time. We got a couple steps left. No, these are the vac indicators. This is not the same thing we were looking at. So this is a different puzzle than the pump system. All right. Okay. 4 steps left. Not a lot we can do. Maybe we try to get somewhere we can use the rotunda. We can't get in there. Pantry will keep us slightly alive, but at what point? So we'll take the archive floor plan and hope it's something. What is this? The servants? Mage chambers. We've never been here before, so we can at least analyze some shit. The day we dread it will be presented, we inform you of the death of our benefactor employer, the Baron of Mount Holly, H.S. Sinclair. Any staff who have interest in attending service, contact Mrs. Babbage for details. In the following instructions left by the Baron himself, immediately effective with Mount Holly suspended. All live-in staff will pay 1 month from Mrs. Babbage. Is there anything we can explore in here? Anything else we can analyze with our magnifying glass? Because... doesn't seem like it. Alright, so we only have 3 steps left. We're not going to be able to get back to the coat check, so we're going to lose the magnifying glass, the shovel, and the coupon books. There's nothing we can do about it. Nothing else in here can really be analyzed, huh? Okay. So this wasn't a waste of a run. We got the observatory, right? So we did move that in the right direction. That's good. Other than that, we didn't really upgrade much. We got to try to get to this. I think once you get to the 9th rank, I assume that's where the office is always going to be, and then you get to level up a room. So the ultimate goal is always going to be try to get to that last rank, I guess. All right, and there's nothing in the parlor that we can magnify. All right. So there we go. All right, yep, call it a day. The house might be a little bit different. The house might be a little bit different. But we also have swan songs. We have the password. I'm not gonna downplay that. We now know our password. So if we run into security or what is it, the research lab or whatever it is, 3 new rooms, we're doing fine. Save and continue. All right, we're gonna keep grinding it out here. I'm optimistic. We're learning. We're learning. Day 12. Day 12 of fucking around. And only rarely, occasionally, and incidentally, if not accidentally, finding out. Spare room den. Ooh, let's get the, yep, metal detector from the word go. From the jump. Let's go. Keys and coins, coins and keys. Garçon! I can't help but, like, mentally semi-obsess over, is there something better I should have checked? The magnifying glass seems crazy useful. It just does. But the metal detector has a very immediate and obvious value, right? Which is you find more coins and keys, which we fucking need. All right, puzzle box time. Only one box is true. This only one box contains gems. That is true. That's 100% true. So this has to be false. Because both these can't be true. So this is false. This is a false box. The gems are in the white box. So since this is a lie... Garchonk! Oh, we have to check that out. Alright, let's puzzle this out. We know this is true. So this is false. So that means 2 of these boxes are true. So the box, it is in the white gem. The gems are in the white box. We're going to go through it one more time. This is a factual statement. This is a rule of the game. This is written down. This is an immutable rule. So since this is true, this is a lie. Wait. Can I make that logical jump? Am I actually allowed to make that logical jump? Let's think about this. That's true. So that's irrelevant at the moment. Okay. The gems are in the white box. I felt confident there for a second, but now I'm second guessing myself. The gems are in the white box. Only one box contains gems. That is a true statement that doesn't advance our plot, so we can almost ignore that. Okay. Only one box is true. if this is true, so that's why it is. This feeds in on itself. If this is a truthful statement, then this box is the true one, and we know this is true. So this has to be false. I was right the first time. I was very confident, and I got in my own head. So because this is true, this becomes true, but then this becomes false. Right? So because this is true, this one is not allowed to be true. By virtue of it being true, it makes itself false. So this is paradoxical. So we know that this cannot be true. This has to be false. Therefore, 2 boxes are true. Therefore, the black box is true. Therefore, the gems are in the white box. Final answer. Final answer. I was nervous there for a second, but no, that one's very concise. That is not it. That is not overly complicated, but my brain was ready for that one to be a problem. Chapel. Kitchen. We have the 2 gems. Kitchen only has 2 openings. Chapel has 3, including what I would consider to be the valuable left-hand side. I got no coins. See, you're welcome to it. And we're going to pick up random coins with our coin detector. There you go. Yeah, so if they want to try to take a coin from me, they're fucking welcome to do. Commissary, storeroom, guest room. Commissary. Storeroom has 10 coins, a key, and a gem. But we lose that leftmost column. We lose that leftmost file. Chapel is still here, though, to let us hang a right and move along. And then Great Hall. We're going to find coins. And with the commissary, we can buy a key. I hope we can buy a key. I should make that assumption. We can't buy a key, but we can buy the magnifying glass. So let's keep converting our money into shit. So if I put my money into the magnifying glass, the chapel can't take a coin from me because I'm poor. Wait, what? What'd you hear? What do you know, video game? Ah, key. Great. Free key. Passageway, 2 gems. Would have been nice. Could have been nice. Since that runs into the Great Hall, we'd like that to go up to the foundation anyways. So since no matter what, we're going to kind of... That square is it. We can't go north, we can't go south. We can't go north, we can't go south. Opening that up doesn't do a ton. So we'll just take the dead end, we'll take the breaker box, and we'll take what we can get. Right? Which is going to be... Get the light on the dark room on. Or do we have to find a dark room first and then flip this switch? Because I feel like one time we came here that was off. So is it dark room and then come back here? Is that how it works? Swanson! Swimmy? Samsonite. I was way off. Alright, with rook, without boat. Red and white pins, yellow pins. With the rook, without the boat. With rook, without boat. I know that that's important, but I think this changes each time. Because last time it was like with rook, without... We'll take a screenshot. With the rook, without the boat. We have no coins for the chapel to fuck with us. Drawing room. Takes a gem, but those openings don't do us any good. Pantry would be some coins, but it's going to take some coins from us when we get back. Nursery sometimes has a gem in it, so I guess we'll take the nursery. Or did the nursery have a gem in it last time? any room we open has a chance to have yeah, there's your gem. Has a good chance to have something because we have our metal detector. And then we'll analyze with our magnifying glass. Although I think these things are like mass produced. There's not like really hidden stuff in it. It's other things. The photos. I'm not even paying close attention, so there's probably no point in even doing this, Blaine, if you're not going to like pay close attention. But I don't know. In my head, these are not the things to analyze with the magnifying glass. But, you know, hey. I'm half expecting it to be like, ooh, it's going to highlight something and be like, oh, what did you find? But I don't think this game works that way. I think you got to notice shit, and then you notice shit, and then that's it. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince said. Okay, so is that the same? I think it is. It is, okay. Wagon, flag, rose. Yeah, okay. I don't know why I felt like that looked different. Okay. The book we had just read. All right. Nothing else to analyze here. Our 4-cross star. All right. They can't take coins from me that I don't have. Parlor. Corridor. Back to the Great Hall. No matter what happens, we got to be prepared to get our metal detector or the magnifying glass back to that code check. We don't want to... security. 100% what we want. Oh, yeah. You got something for me? Ah, coin. Alright. Swan song. Press enter. We found, was that this run yeah. Disable the keycard settings, so increase our security level to highest. We want more security doors. We want more security doors. And then we want, by default, when the power's off, them to be unlocked. So this is making more unlocked doors for us. I figured that one out on my own. Did we miss anything? Nope. All right, here we go. Swan song. We did it. Mad hackers. You have mail. Dong, dong, dong. Staff surfaces. Punch in, punch out. Yes. Return to staff services. Staff announcements. I don't think anyone else has access to this network just this month except for you, Simon. So if you're reading this, just know we're all rooting for your friends. Oh, that's nice of them. Request schedule change. Yep. Special orders. If you'd like to get a specific brand of gum or your favorite fruit in a commissary, now special order. Ooh. What would you like? Brass compass, magnifying glass. Oh shit. Sledgehammer sleeping mask, running shoes. We've had the compass before, magnifying glass. We never got the running shoes. Let's get the sleeping mask. I don't know what that is. Yeah. So eventually it'll have it in the commissary, just like I guess once. Email. I hope to get an email. Register of the terminal does not access. We have to go to the office. Okay, that's fine. Data transfers. Was that again from Skynet, right? Yeah, from Sync, not currently available. Glossary of terms. Addition. Additions are rooms that are added to the draft. While most additions are removed from the draft pool at the end of the day, however, some are permanent, such as a drafting studio. Adjoining. Adjoining rooms are considered if they are connected via doorway. Interesting, okay. Allowance. Set amount of gold beginning here. Your allowance is typically left in the... Oh, Emperor's Hall in the morning, okay. Archive floor plans are hidden. Got it. Bedroom. Most of them call it a day. Okay. Checked item. After you check an item, Keller. Usually indicate violet is bedrooms, orange for hallways, green for green rooms, yellow for shops, and red for blue blueprints. The default type. Dead end. A dead end is a room lacking a second door. If a room has an additional door, it was not considered a dead end, even those doors. Okay, fine. Dig. Occasionally you'll find piles of dirt. Shovel. Directory. Directory contains all of the information you have. Yep. What? Dirigi blocks. Okay, this main board has not been working. Okay, although the game is currently accessible, it is scheduled to be. Oh, that's nice of them. Added in future paths. Dirt. Drafting. What was it again? Dirt. Draft pool. Draw. Okay. East wing. East room, very... Wait. Okay, very right edge of the house. So that's what... I guess, yeah, we still want to go left, because the east wing, the instructions gave us that the rooms on the west are more likely to be locked. So if there's two ways it could be lying. It means the ones on the east are more likely to be locked, or the ones on the west are more likely to be unlocked. No matter what, we want to go west. So for a second there, I'm like, it made me think about the entry. Okay, estate. Estate refers to all of Mount Holly. House on the other hand only refers. Okay, exhaust. Yep. Experiment. Sure. Floor plan. Gems. Glossary of terms. Entries will become okay. Gold coins. Green room. These rooms are associated with outdoor areas and are naturally synergistic with one another, right? The grounds refers to including the apple orchard, hallway, house, history, inventory, items, keys, keycard door, locked. Yeah, so hopefully the keycard doors are going to really open. We're going to have a lot more of those because I have disabled everything. Mechanical. Got an alert right now. Oh, thank you so much. Each terminal is connected to Blackridge. Was I not able to take a screenshot of the thing? That's interesting. Okay. Permanent rare redraw. Red rooms. Often powerful expansion options become a dangerous cost. Reset security locked shop. Special floor plan. Alright, we're not going to sit here and read through all these. Yeah, obviously too easy. Terminal. Mount Holly has several terminal stations. It's called Blackridge. Tomorrow, trunk upgrade. Okay, I don't want to sit here and read all of these. Wait, what was trunk? That's an interesting... Oh, trunk's going to be where they store shit. Yeah, okay. Upgrade. Yep. West path. A charming path that winds through the area. This path can be accessed for both the garage, which is usually kept locked. Okay, so that's how we get... Is if we... Very left. Okay, so that's probably how we get to that outside is with through the garage. So we could get to the garage when the garage is powered. Alright. Still. Good stuff. Good shit. Right? Unless written by hand. Alright. Let's go. Passageway. 2 gems, which we ain't got. Dark room. Yes. I actually love... I love the dark room right now because... Now the lights are going to turn off. And now we go to the... breaker box in the utility closet, turn them back on, right? And then we can analyze the photo with the magnifying glass. So this is good. This is VVVG. Through the commissary. This is EVVVG. Yep. Dark room lights on. Great. Go back. Awesome, 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 awesome. Very excited. This is extra special good. Happy time. Happy video game McPlaying. Alright. Here we go. We are here with the magnifying glass. Here I am where I long to be. To figure out what all this shit says. Green memos found in Hartley's room are always false. Who the fuck is Hartley? Alright, so that's these photos. We're going to be here a minute, so get a drink. Alright. Is there something in this reflection here? No. We're going to check all these photos. It's going to be a little bit painful, but guess what? Alright. This is what I've been waiting for. This is the tree that got cut down. 1128. What is the significance of 1128? Is that the code for the orchard? That would make sense. What other photos we have? Analyze. Nope. Oh. We will see you, metal detector. Alright, so with this, I'm assuming there's plenty of other places to use the magnifying glass. But for the immediate term, this was very much what I wanted to use with the magnifying glass, is this room. What the fuck are these? Lockpicks? Oh. Alright, so with that and the electronic locks open, I feel like we should be able to make a deep run here. Alright, in that drawer is a thing that you twist that opens up another safe. We keep running the safes, but we don't know any safe combos. Alright, what did it even do me? All these photos have kind of like different exposures. I don't know. Alright, that's your 1128. I don't know what I'd expect to find here, but we'll still analyze. Print notes. HS had requested another. I assume that too dark. Keep an eye on that. So like the lighter developed ones. All right, is that? I think that's everything we could analyze in here. 1128. Super fucking rad. Okay, cool. Next door. Weight room, lose half of your steps, but we'll get a lot of openings. Hallway. Hallway will retain a semblance of a path. Spare room. "12 steps is a lot. But we have lockpicks and electronic locks are disabled, so like making it north needs to be our priority. And if we pick the hallway or spare room, we got one last chance to turn left. This is a chance to turn left now. So I'll fucking take it. I'll take it. Go. Passageway, 2 gems. Fuck, I don't have it. Fuck! Ah! Didn't matter. Give me the items. Ah. Shovel, sure. We can get to the foundation. We can maybe get some food. This run is not a waste, but having the electronic locks disabled and the lockpicks seems like a dynamite option. Then takes us in the right direction. It's fine. Nothing is over, but we are hurting for steps now. I am hurting for steps. Come on, open up. Let's get courtyard gem. Yes, because the courtyard can have places we could dig. Yes. Pantry we could have bought steps, I know, but this is open. Places to dig. Come on, food. Come on, food. Come on, food. Key. Is there another spot to dig here? There is not, but we'll take the sledgehammer. Now, the thing is, I'm not going to have enough steps to get back. Right? I'm not going to have enough steps to get back to the coat check. Veranda, storeroom, pantry will get us food, and we can keep going. All right. Not a lot of steps. All right, so this bridge, we analyzed this before. That seems, that bridge, conspicuous. All right, come on, just connect to the foundation. Let's go. Use a key. Use a key. We'll save the lockpicks for later. Cloister, bunk room, bedroom heads in the right direction, and we gain 2. We also have the nursery, so this is going to be a big pop, isn't it? All right, good stuff. Anything for us to analyze in here? No, there's just the Reddington note, which has this little dot here, but other than that. All right, keep pushing. Come on, keep going. Observatory is nice and all. Hallway is nice as well. Gives us 2 options. Hallway, observatory is cool, but we don't have the gem. Here we go. Hallway. Red flowers mean what? If anything. Use a key. Drawing room would have been good. Boudoir goes the wrong direction. Can't do the drawing room, which heads in the right direction, so we got to take the guest room to get the steps. Maybe we'll get something in here, too. Key, a coin, a key. Gem. Something else? What are you beeping about? What am I missing? Coin. Okay. Alright, so we need this one to hang left. Hang a left. Let's go. Left. Freezer, gymnasium, fine. 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 You can take 2 steps. Fine, go ahead. Okay. Alright. Come on, lots of options, lots of options, lots of options. Greenhouse. East Wing Hall is good. Dining room is maybe best, because we just got to get 1 more rank and then there will be dinner. Dining room. Salt. Okay, that'll help. That'll make the dinner good. All right, come on. Open up, you motherfucker. Use the key. Let's get some electronic locks. Where are all these electronic locks at? Observatory is a non-dead end, and we'll use our gem. It's worth it. Bonus key. All right, what's the apples are extra delicious today, right? That should be this one. The twins? Oh, we have... Oh, 6! We get an additional diamond and the chest, but, you know, we're not... I don't know if we're going to get back to the grand hall, but the additional diamond is nice. Gem is nice. Alright. Alright, you son of a bitch, let's go. Use a key. Laboratory goes in the correct... Laboratory goes super in the right direction. Yep. Alright. And then we have the magnifying glass. Okay, so we're gonna spend some time in here, so everyone's strap in. Okay. Experimental setup. Continue with experiment. Next 3 times you open a locked trunk. Gain 1 key for every 2 hallways. Spread dirt on the driveway. Gain 3 for every reach. Each time you drive lose 5 steps then. Alright, if you draw a drawing room floor plan, that's less likely to happen. I don't want to draft any more red rooms or lose steps, so each time, next 3 times you unlock a trunk, 1 key for every 2 hallways in your house. It'd be nice if I could see my floor plan. Spread dirt on the driveway. Gain 3 gold from each red room in your house. I guess that. Start the experiment. Okay. Log in the network. Swan song. I think this is going to be exactly the same, right? Swan? Swan? Swan song. Password accepted. Okay. Probably all exactly the same, right? Yep. Remote terminal access. View all active terminals. Oh. Alright. Oh, I can connect to the security terminal from here. Interesting. But what does that mean? Okay. Alright. View estate inventory. There are 2 trunks in the main off. Okay, that makes sense. Main menu. Okay, so we can do the key cards from here. Got it. Got it. Okay. This is our pump system, isn't it? Alright. Alright, so they have, you know, we already have this written down. We did this the hard way. Didn't we? 2 is S. So let's make sure that they don't have a funky, 2 is S. We'll pick 11 at random. We'll spot check. 11 is AT. 11 is not AT. What did I grab? Alright, so we got to spot check these real quick. Ready? Oh, we are off. I was off. We gotta renote this. So I just might have fucked this up. Alright. 1 is PU. 1 is PU. So hold on, let's do this real quick. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10, 11, 12. Alright. 1 is PU, 4 is TH. 7 is PA. Alright. 6 is FU? Who's excited for this shit here? Alright. This shouldn't be this complicated, Google. Like, hide this shit so I can see the goddamn... Alright. I'm just going to do it separately because it's fucked trying to share that. It shouldn't be this complicated, but here we go. Alright. As FU, EU. 6 is EU. Alright. So we have 7 and 4 THPA, 1, 6, okay. 3 is H, that one's simple. Alright. 5 is RE. 2 is S for sulfur. Push, right? So it's alright. So it's already spelling something. It's spelling push. 9 is TE, right? Yep. 9 is TE. 11 is between. What's next to xenon? Iodine. 11 is I. Nope, 11 is I. 10 is... What the hell's 10? What's beneath xenon? Radon, RN. So it's just going to be the first letter, I suppose. 8 is... What's next to neon? Fluorine. And then 12 is neon, right? All right, double check 7. PA. All right, so here's what I have. Push the Reupapturin. Push the Reupapturin. All right. 1 is PU, definitely. 2 is S, definitely. 3 is H, definitely. 4 is TH, definitely. 5 is RE. Right? Yes, definitely. 6 above Americium is EU. Definitely. 7 PA. No. Definitely. 7 is PA. Definitely. F for 8, fluorine. I'm looking at another periodic table, but that's fluorine is between neon and oxygen, so yes, okay. 8 is definitely F. 9 is TE, right? Next to iodine. Definitely. 10 is RN. Beneath xenon is radon, so definitely. 11 is iodine, and then 12 is neon. Okay. So, I mean, that's your lot. So let's get this. So again, the atomic numbers could be something too, and that would be a whole other ball of wax. So let's try to get this. Well, let's marry up some of these notes. All right. Knight, bishop, pawn, rook, get those together. All right, and then we'll get a whole other... I don't know that I need to write down Swan Song anymore. I'm quite certain that I know what it is, but it's fine. So here we're going to do P-U-S-H-T-E-R-E E-U-P-A-F-T-E-R-N-I-N-E. All right, so there's your periodic code. Hopefully. Push the Reupapturin. Push it. All right, take a screenshot of it just in case we're crazy. But push the Reupapturin. Push there. And then what does this arrow mean? So definitely warrants further examination, but I don't know what that examination would be. Crown and the rook keep coming up. Right? That's a persistent thing in this game. These are making sounds. Is there a note here? Complete thaw. Cooler is unaffected. Cooler is unaffected? Cooler is unaffected. What does that mean? All right, anything else we can examine here that the magnifying glass will help elucidate? Alright. Okay. Soldiering on. I can't turn these on or off. But they're definitely making noise. Alright, electronic card key. Oh, thank God. Okay. So free room. Servants' quarters, storeroom, music room. Boy, I'd love that, but I can't. I didn't think that they were going to do me like that. I thought at least I'd get the office. You guys are dicks. Okay. That should be all of the rooms, and that's as high as we're going to get here, huh? Key. Gem. Alright. Anything for us to analyze with our magnifying glass before we head back? Okay. Nope. So we got all kind of shit. We'll have food in the dining room. So we're not done. Dining room, and then we can try and go dining room over. Okay, so we're not done. We're not like finished. But yeah, that's a rough run to get into here. Does this help us with anything? And then we'll compare the two screenshots. Like I'll compare the two screenshots in Photoshop to make sure like there's not like a weird order, like one of them's out of place or something like that. All right, dining room. Dinner is served. We also have the salt. What is this going to do for us? Porterhouse steak. Hell yeah. We good. Plus, oh, hell yeah. Okay. We have a key. We got lockpicks. They're gonna have a hard time fucking us specifically. We got a gem. We got a nook. Pool it is. Pump room would do something for the lab, too. So. Anything we can get into here. No running. The pool, draft pool, each time you draft 3 random floor plans, floor plans added to the draft to remove at the end of the day. Yeah. Thank you. Pool skimmer. Is this a, that's not. Alright. Come on, give me a, let's get a right-hand turn. Let's get a right-hand turn. Pump room is nice. Library doesn't keep us alive. Pump room doesn't keep us alive. So, pump room, we'll take the pump room because we can maybe experiment. Dig. Key, cool. Alright, so we have the instructions for the pump controls for once. Unusual though it may be. Kitchen, aquarium, greenhouse, pool. Let's drain the pool. Right? Pool. And then, what were our instructions on this? Alright, simple. Press the button and select you wish to drain or fill. Simply press the button pool. Yep. Nope. Back. Switch the tank. Pump lever. 2 tank, 2 selected source. After you select the source, next step is to select the pump associated with either the pump in or out. A pump may be connected to one or more tank. Okay. So, I guess we're going to pump water in to this tank. Or maybe both of these tanks. Because the pool has a lot of water in it, right? At least it should. So both of these, pump it in. Now what? Pump control. We have that on. Yep. don't we? All right, what step am I missing? Switch the tank. Okay, so there should be a little horizontal thing, right? What am I missing? Okay, pool is drained. Not all the way. There's I'm thinking if we drain this son of a bitch all the way, that's going to be the key to something. Right? Or is that, you know, is that all the water we're going to get out of that and we need to... Is that all the water we can get out of the pool? Let's get water into the kitchen. Because we also have the kitchen, don't we? We do not. The laboratory. Reservoir, fountain. We could drain the fountain. Can't we? Put water into the fountain. Oh. That's where you control that. Okay. So we drained the fountain. That's something. Reserve tank. How do we get water into the reserve tank? Reserve tank doesn't appear to be connected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pumps. All right. Let's pump water into the kitchen. So I guess both yins out. And then either one's fine. And then water out. No. All right, so drain that. Can we get the rest of the pool into here? Okay. So now select the pool. And that fills the pool back up. Okay. So now all of you go this way and drain the pool. Now, drain! Nope. Gotta flip this too. All right, what was this thing about? Next step is set the pump associated source to either in or out. This will initiate flow to one or supply tank. A pump may be connected to more than one tank, allowing you to store or retrieve more than one. And for larger Olympic-sized pools. Okay. All right, so then we switch tanks this way. And then you should keep pumping. What do you want from me? I mean, there's got to be a way. All right, that's going to put water from this tank into the pool, right? All right, so the pool goes back up from this tank to the pool. Even though this one's selected, so select. Okay. Water from the pool into this tank. All right. Use the other tank. So do we have to have both these? Is this... Maybe this has to be in a neutral position? I want to use both tanks. How do I use both tanks? Alright, so this... Do I have to move... 6 comes to only pump 1. Do I have to move the water between these locations? So now, pump it to the greenhouse? Alright, so this is going to put water into the greenhouse. If we go back to the pool, make this neutral, back to the pool, and then pump it into here. Alright, so that's going to drain the pool even further. Alright, so from, okay, alright, neutral, in, now we're going to switch to the reservoir, or the reservoir, and we're going to bring water into this tank. So, this way with that. Okay, water from the reservoir into this tank. Okay. And then neutral. And then water from this tank into the fountain. And then so that should be going out. Drain. Both of these need to go down. Okay. Okay. Everyone neutral. Put this in the middle. And then with this negative space, we move aquarium to the reservoir, kitchen to the aquarium, greenhouse to the kitchen, and then pool. Okay, so we'll just have to do this like one thing at a time. All right. I don't necessarily know that I immediately intended to do that, but we'll take it. I think both these can go to the reservoir, can't they? Because the reservoir is what? Number... That's this one. So that's number 2. So they both go there. So if we switch you to neutral, and then switch tanks, it'll pump water there too. So now we have space in that pump. And I think we can move between the two of them, can't we? Because the tank 2... Tank 2 will work on 4 as well. Which is... what? The greenhouse. That could go here. And go here. What am I missing? Oh. I want to go from the greenhouse in. Actually, I wanted the greenhouse into this one. One, two, three, four. So that can't be the... That's actually the kitchen is what that is. Alright. So... fill all of that with the kitchen. Okay. Shut this one off. Can I route this to the kitchen? To empty this out a little bit more? Who does the kitchen connect to? Just... That's 4. So kitchen only connects to that. Alright, so I have to bring it over... Where? Across 2? Which one connects to both? One and 2 connect to both? 1 and 2 connect to both. Right? One and 2 both connect to both. 4 only connects to 2. So we need to get space in 1 and 2. 1 and 2 are filled. Do I need this reserve tank somehow in order to actually be able to solve this puzzle? Because we have a couple units left in here. So I guess I could drain a little bit of water from the reservoir and put it into here. That should be working. Why isn't it? And put the water from this tank into the reservoir. No. All right, so I want to put the reservoir into... No, yeah. I want to put the water from this tank into the reservoir. So... Okay. And now we want to put this into like neutral and then switch to the pool. Nope. But that's fine. Get it out of your system. Because you're going to get all put right back in, hopefully. Okay. Is that going to drain it completely? All right. So we got to get one more unit. Into here. Into the greenhouse, because that should connect. That still connects to the greenhouse. So if I just switch this direction like this, is that going to be... That's saying that tank. And then this is the direction, right? Okay, into there. And the last of the pool into here, and that'll be it. Nope. All right, go through your steps. It's fine. Alright, and does that drain the pool entirely? Alright, the pool is entirely drained. And we get what for our efforts? A bunch of coins. I don't know that it was worth it. It wasn't worth it. It was not worth it. Is there nothing else here? After all that, it's not a secret. Oh. After all of that. That was so long for not a whole lot of benefit. So the den and the weight room, the security, we still have some rooms, but we cannot proceed any further up. So let's see if there's any last spare. Oh, that's... I'm sorry for that. That was not worth the while. As they say, the juice is not worth the squeezing in that case. Alright. We examined the guest bed. Yeah, we did. Okay. Pantry. Outside. Alright, we could explore the den. We could also get back to the coat room. Walk-in closet, 4 items. Closet gems, boudoir. Sure. Fuck it. Alright. So let's try our password. Alright. What was our number here? What was on the tree? 1128. We know that's probably the outside password. We'll still try it here. Nope. Okay. Office. Sweet. We don't have the gems for it. But the office would have been good because we could have tried. Maybe we would have got an upgrade disc, so. Alright. So, we're going to head back to the coat check, because I think that's all we can really do here. And figure out what's worth our coat check time. What's worth checking. Sledgehammer, assault, metal detector, magnifying glass, lockpick. Maybe the lockpicks? Alright, we learned a lot that run. Metal detector, magnifying glass, lockpick, shovel, sledgehammer, salt shaker. Actually, hold on, let's... I mean, it's fine. There's trunks, but we're not going to really care about trunks. Metal detector, magnifying glass, lockpick. I guess, I'm thinking maybe the lockpicks. Metal detector is always good, though, but maybe we'll pick the lockpicks. Alright. Smash open these trunks. What is this? Car keys. What the fuck am I going to do with car keys? Silver key. All kinds of items. Alright, let's go to the path and try that 1128. Alright. 1128. And if it opens the apple orchard neat, that'll be really useful for future runs. But other than that, For the next house, drive the puzzle. I mean, so we've seen the garage in the deck. I haven't pulled it before because it honestly hasn't really seemed like necessary. All right, 1128. You know, I think 1128 is a good guess for this because it's not a lot of clicking, right? It's not. It's got to be something you get to relatively simple. And we were able to open the gate. We did it. We did it, gamers. Apple Orchard has permanently unlocked your campsite. So you'll start with an extra 20 steps. That's rad. That's great. Super happy to hear that. More bird baths. A sundial. More smokestack. Gardener's Logbook, April 10th, 1992 to screenshot. When I first came to the catastrophe news, I was a little dismayed to find a person greenhouse. For all of this improvidence, nice. The first few months of my life have been embarrassing, but Robert Nogula, make an effort, horticulture. Among my commission duties, I've been tasked with the conservation and the oversight of the grounds. My domain stretches from gate to gate and comes to the apple orchard and church drive at the east yard. Fortunately, my workload maintenance of the west is my primary priority. Since at death, nevertheless, I take pride in my work. Endeavor to brush the... Okay, even not take notice of myself. In addition to maintaining grounds, there are 8 green rooms within the house that require some level of upkeep and late groundskeeping. The majority is covered are only draftable on the perimeter of the house along the east and west wings. The terrace, patio, veranda, morning room, all fall within this category. Oh! Well, the first task I undertook as a groundskeeper was to conduct a survey of the various plots of soil underneath each slot of the east and west. While I would have preferred a full survey of all 45, it was clear inconvenience to undertake when producing no extra duty, especially because the rooms would be benefit only by the map. Okay, to quantify the soil. Pressure soil crop maximize the high yield. So survey ended up taking 2 weeks due to some difficulty reaching the higher ranks, but the project was well worth the effort. I suspect the room position has a direct relationship on the amount of fruit spread from the ground that can bloom in a green. Let's hold on to that. Rich soil, barren ground. Smudge pots. A few years ago, the Baron made a long overdue decision to switch from gas to electric. Installation of substances fixtures wiring. Thankfully, the renovations did not extend past the mansion's interior, and all the lamps and equipment outside are still connected and powered by a gas line, including but limited to the orchard smudge pots. The smudge pots found in the apple trees here are critical necessary during cold temperatures and the high altitude of the state. These gas-burning stacks should be kept on high. When smudge pots are not in use, the orchard's gas lines should be turned off to conserve the estate's gas-powered machinery and appliances. After a few months of idleness, I mean, we can come back. I'm assuming we're not going to have our time to get back in here. A few months of idleness, I've become the champion. Specifically, like to replace the statue of Orinda in the cloister, which have been with a more appropriate angel, Rena. After all, Paragon. No muse, I think. And she wonders why I avoid tending the cloister. Truth be told, I've forgotten how to access the inner Garth and am too scared to chase. Alright. Is there anything here we should analyze in these? No, these are just... Like I said, the mass-produced ones don't seem like they have a ton of hidden information. But foolish not to check. Okay. Gardener's Logbook. Useful. And then we could cut the gas for purposes. What's this little... Can't pick it. A little crown type thing. So, the smudge pot gas is here. So, we could reduce the gas. And this turns on what? One of the 4 blue flames outside? Alright, so that was important. We're doing shit. We're playing games. Video games are happening before your very eyes. And it turns off the flame. Let's be like the Bengals and keep the eternal flame on here. All right. I don't. That shouldn't freeze the orchard, right? They were saying something about it might freeze the orchard. I don't know. I'm gonna keep the smudge pots on. I don't know. Those extra 20 steps sound like miraculous to me, so we're gonna keep those. Keep the heat on in here, and know that we can turn it on over there, basically any time that we like, because the orchard is permanently unlocked for us. All right. No last openings. Didn't make it to the foundation. Storeroom, dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end. All of these are dead ends. I'm not missing any ends. We've been through here with basically a fine-tooth comb. Spent way too much time in the pump room trying to drain the pool to get a handful of coins. 30 coins seem cool, but was not what I was hoping for. Let's check the laboratory before we wrap up. We have the steps. So, because it said something about we need the pump room to use the lab. I don't know that I have time to sit here and play another pipe puzzle. I don't know how fun that sounds. We'll check these doors because the electronic key card stuff should be disabled. Is any of this electronical key cardal stuffage? The West Wing, I think we have to get through a different means. We can turn that flame on. I'm just not going to at the moment. Me fuck up the water level here. Do anything? No. Make a wish. Sure. How about another one? How about another wish? And do we feel strongly about checking something like the card keys? I think it's the lockpick, but card keys are absolutely intriguing. Straight up through the dark room, through the weight room, through the den, through the... Okay. Security. Dark room. Weight room. I feel like this is a good run, even if we didn't catch an upgrade like I was maybe openly hoping for. It's not a bad run. We got some new shit. We learned some lessons. We learned we learned Swan Song. We got pretty far. So progress was made. We unlocked the orchard. So actual shit actually happened. Okay. Requires additional piped in from the boiler room, not the pump room. So this is probably where we would disable. That's where we probably would disable and then re-enable. Got it. All right. Let's call it a day, both in the game and in real life. Yep. Call it. We'll see if it does anything, like we did anything substantial. It's going to be like, ooh, cutscene or anything like that. But other than that, we'll start to ribbity wrap it up. Respectable inn with 6 bedrooms. Rank 9 reached. 98 steps taken. 6 items found. 1 new room. Save and continue. Day 13. And they say nothing of our efforts. We do have push 3 up after 9. Our puzzle, push 3 up after 9. I just looked at that, and for some reason it just resonated. What does it mean? What does it mean? Push 3 up after 9. After 9 p.m., do we sit here and wait? And push 3 where? Because this clock is running. And we're starting at 8. Push 3 up after 9. Three up where? Which 3? So many questions! More that we'll learn the next time we play Blueprints, and who knows exactly when that will be, because travel is upon us, vacation is upon us. We'll be gone for like a month. I may or may not be back on Monday, so maybe we'll check it out Monday, but we'll see. My sleep schedule is going to start becoming wonky this weekend. We're going to try to acclimatize to Japan time now while we're here over the weekend, and just sort of like start shifting our time. It's just sleeping weird. So hopefully we won't have much jet lag. We did this last time and it did work pretty well. We had just like one rough, that first night was kind of like a weird tweener, but we were good from that day forward, and you know, let's hope that we can pull that off again. But there you go. Blueprints, starting today with 70 steps. So that definite progress was definitely made. Shout out Jinnerbomb, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting. Real Mighty Python, thanks for stopping by. Thank you for chatting. The Discord, the YouTube. I'll be posting some videos on the YouTube when I'm on vacation. No idea how we're going to stream. If we're going to stream, if you have thoughts on how you want me to stream, go ahead and check out the Discord. I have a poll where you can enter and put your thoughts, and I'm happy to listen to them. On that note, I'd like to thank everyone else who was watching me play video games. You don't have to watch me play video games. You could play video games yourself. You could have done something utterly unrelated to video games. You could have read a book. Let's just go ahead and do Sherlock Holmes. You could have read A Study in Scarlet. Go check out the old Sherlock Holmes stuff. It reads kind of, you know, and you know a lot of how the story goes, but it's still really interesting stuff. Read it, listen to an audiobook version of it, whatever you would really like. It's good. It's detective-y, and we're kind of detectiving here as well, so check that out. But you didn't read or listen to A Study in Scarlet. You watched me play video games. I might not understand the decision, but I appreciate you making it nonetheless. To everyone who wasn't watching me, I'd like to thank you for not watching me. I appreciate when people don't watch me, because I appreciate when people leave me the fuck alone. We're going to raid Jinnerbomb, kick everyone over to him. And on that note, I hope everyone has a good day, good weekend, maybe a good May, and we'll see you next time. See you next week. See you next month. See you at some point in time. Bye, everyone. You be good. Peace out and deuces.